Welcome back. Today we're talking about how to start a vlog and make money. Talk about a fun career. There are so many vloggers that I follow and I can't help but study what they do. I produce over 50 different YouTube channels, but they're not like this. I just recently started a vlog. I'm having a lot of fun and I want to show you my plans and what other channels are doing and how they make money doing this. So if you're serious about this and you want to vlog and you really want to make money from it, I mean, you can make a very solid, very successful career just from vlogging, then I highly recommend, and you've probably seen other vlogs, you've got to study them. Study what they do, study how they film, and study what they're doing to make revenue. How are they profiting from this? Now you want to be realistic and understand that the vlog that you see, maybe it's a 15-minute episode, it might have taken them all week. Many vloggers put 60 to 70 to 80 hours of work into a single episode. Now, because I produce over 50 YouTube channels, I've learned efficiency. So when I started my vlog, I don't touch the editing. I control the creative and I tell them what to do and I review it, but that really cuts down on my time. Now, the main way and the first way that you're gonna start making money on your vlog is through ad revenue. YouTube will actually pay you money. So how does that work? Well, YouTube has a partner program. They were brilliant when they established this because the advertising revenue that comes into YouTube pays you 55% of that. So more than they get themselves. So you have a video and YouTube puts an ad next to that video. And so every time that ad is shown, you get 55% of what that ad cost the advertiser. Now, there are a lot of variables depending on the industry and how many advertisers want to advertise in your space, but I'll give you some numbers that are kind of an average, okay? If you generate 1 million views, you might make $10,000. And so if on your channel, collectively across all your videos, you generated 1 million views, then YouTube would be paying you about $10,000 that month. And that's just from the ad revenue. Now, when you think about a number like that, 1 million views, that is a lot. And on rare occasion, I've had individual episodes that have gotten 1 million or a couple million views. Episodes like that will happen, but they are more rare. And that's not really what the focus is. As you put out one episode, and then 2, and then 3, and then 10, and then 20, and then 50, and then 100, right? So after you've been doing this for years, all the episodes you filmed in the beginning are still getting views. So some episodes consistently might only bring in 3,000 views a month. When you launch a brand new episode and that one gets 150,000 views, all of this collectively adds up. And so across your whole channel, to think of bringing in 1 million views a month or even a couple million views a month, that's pretty realistic. I think about one of my favorite vlogs, it's called Outdoor Boys. I only discovered that about 6 months ago, and I showed it with my boys. We loved it, we enjoyed it, and guess what we did? We've gone back and we've watched a lot of their past content. Now, another channel that's one of my favorites, I want to showcase a little bit because I learned a lot from their channel, and it really paints a picture of the amazing opportunity that we have here with YouTube and making a career out of vlogging. So let me tell you about the channel called Ambition Strikes. This is Riley and Courtney Casey. Now they are very crafty and they're skilled. He knows how to weld, he knows how to build stuff. I don't know where he learned this. He knows auto mechanics. So they started out making their own camper truck. They had a Dodge Ram, I believe, but they welded and made their own camper on the back. And this thing looks amazing. Well, they recorded it. So they started vlogging about this whole build process, and that's how they first built their following. Once it was complete, they then turned their vlog into a travel vlog, and their views and their subscribers kept increasing from there, and the revenue that they made from ads being paid to them from YouTube was enough to sustain them for a full year while they traveled around. Now here's where it gets exciting. During their travels, they went to northern Idaho and they fell in love with the beauty and the landscape and the mountains and everything up there. So they began the next chapter of their vlog just a couple of years ago, and they bought 20 acres of off-grid land. They had a camper that they could live in, and they had the resources from a small kitchen, a bathroom, and a place to sleep, but they were truly off-grid. And so they started filming different projects, such as a solar power station. They brought in a shipping container, welded together this apparatus that could tilt and follow the direction of the sun. They showed us as this team came in and installed all these batteries so that now that they could generate their own electricity. Then they built this pole barn that they were going to use as their shop, but build an apartment up on the second level. So through these episodes, they launch a weekly episode. We're able to see their journey as they transform their property. They had to build a road, and to build that road, they purchased a 1950 bulldozer, and he had to fix the thing. But then when he finally got it working, the amount of dirt this thing could move, they built a road in 1 year instead of thinking it was going to take them 4 or 5 years. So obviously I love this channel and I'm excited to tell you about it, but let's look at it from a business perspective. They used the funds from YouTube to buy this land. And then they made videos of them developing the land, which brought in more revenue. And that revenue allowed them to buy things like a metal plasma cutter. And when they made videos using that, it allowed them to bring in more money to buy a bulldozer, then to buy an excavator, then to buy a skid steer, which allowed them to do this project, which allowed them to bring in more money to do another project. So it's a fun adventure, but we also get to see the family dynamic because now they've had a son. So now it's a family of 3. They often include shots of their dogs. So they really are good at telling a story along the way as they build and create. They do teach, but they're really good at entertaining. So I learn along the way. I get ideas of things that I want to do on my DIY channel, projects that I want to do around my home, the dream I have of owning a cabin up in a forested area. But the amazing thing about it is this is their business. This is their career. They can dedicate full time to developing and making their land better. They're providing entertainment to us. They generate ad revenue, which funds all of their projects. So again, I just started my channel, the DIY Experiment. What I've noticed that's cool compared to the other 50 channels that I produce that are talking head like this is there is a lot of interest in the DIY space. I'm able to get views pretty easily. Now I'm not talking thousands yet, but I put in a new flagstone pathway in my yard and I filmed it and I used time lapses and things and tried to use some of the skills to make these videos more entertaining that I've learned from these other channels that I follow. And I don't do the editing because I'm a pretty busy guy, so I have my team in the Philippines do the editing on that. And when I post those videos to YouTube, like to get a few hundred views when I just launched this channel, I think that's pretty amazing. So my strategy and my plan for this channel, I've got several videos done in advance and I'm launching 1 per week. And I'm thinking of other projects that I can do. Right now, my channel isn't monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous year. And I'm not quite there yet. I'm actually getting close on the hours of watch time, but not yet the subscribers. But when I get there, I'm excited for that because then I'll have some money to come in that will fund some of the projects that I'm doing. So if you're as excited as I am about using vlogging and creating entertaining content that can generate revenue, that you can build a business around, I want you to watch the next episode. In that episode, I talk about what strategies these YouTubers do to make their vlogs and their videos way more entertaining. So go watch that video now.